What's up, people? Okay, so today I have spent a lot of time with this little rascal. Yeah, an old GoPro camera. So I've spent a lot of time with that because the GoPro cameras do the heavy lifting by themselves, um, and give your computer a rest, right? So they have the video card internally and they do the heavy lifting. Um, and the good news is that I've got it to work. And it's a lot better than the cell phone stuff that we're doing right now. Or is it? Now that I'm thinking about it and looking at my cell phone video, is it really that much better? Okay, so that's the good news. The bad news is that, so I've got this GoPro, this is a 7. All right, this is probably from like 2018 or some shit. And let's see, where is it? Well, okay, here we go. So just like Apple, GoPro sells their excuse me, their own adapter for like $50. So there's the mic. And you plug that USB-C in. And now the audio is supposed to come from here. Well, for me, the audio still comes from here. And I'm not the only one. All right, I looked this shit up. And then you go back here, you go to your preferences, your inputs, outputs, audio. Mine just says not available, NA. It's grayed out. I click it, I have no way to change anything. So this camera, I think it's a step in the right direction, but I'm not satisfied with the audio from the camera. I would be if this worked. I guarantee you I would be if this worked. I've heard various stories about this situation because there's a lot of people in this situation. And what people say is that GoPro, in their firmware updates, made it so this is not compatible. So if you do the right thing and upgrade, it's not compatible, because not only did they want you to buy this, but I think they thought, hey, we're losing money. having people buy Rode and all these other brand microphones. Why don't we sell our own microphone? So I think they eventually pulled the plug on this because this was only for like 5, 6, 7 GoPro, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 didn't have it. Azildon, what's up? Hey, what's up, dude? Are you a guitar player? If you're a guitar player, you can enter this giveaway that we're doing here. You'll probably be one of 60 people and giving away a handmade 50-watt tube head. Come on in. Okay, so yeah. Now my wife used this. Yeah, dude, get in here. Let's see. There you go. You're a mod. My wife used the GoPro like we're getting close to 10 years ago. Fuck. Right? And this is still good video quality for what I'm doing here. But she never hooked up the external mic. She used a USB Blue Yeti that we have here. But I think this would be better. And I would like it to all go through the camera and not another thing going into the computer. Okay, so why GoPro is a good option in this is because, like, yo, I've got a regular old HP computer here. This is an HP laptop. I probably spent like, I don't know, $500 or $600 on it. This is not anything special, but it is also new. I got it this year. But if your shit doesn't have like video cards, you can't do audio and visual stuff on your computer. So where the GoPro comes in is the GoPro does the heavy lifting instead of putting the heavy lifting on your computer. So the GoPro takes care of the heavy lifting. Check this out. So, like, I got this Razer camera. Well, if you use that, it's going to rely on the laptop for the encoding. But the GoPros do the encoding themselves and do not put a lot of stress on the computer. Riley, you say, come back. Riley, you say expensive webcam. What, the Razer? Or are you saying that's quite an expensive webcam, young man, for the GoPro? No, the GoPro is not an expensive webcam. The GoPro does all the encoding underneath the hood. The Razer, that's $100. And it would have been perfect if my computer could do the heavy lifting, but it can't. Even though it's new. That's just the way it is. With the GoPro, there is kind of a fisheye lens type thing. There's a little bit of that, but the audio is going to be better. The video is going to be better. Bro, this cell phone camera stuff, yo, we got to get better than that. Yeah, and you don't have to get GoPro brand either. You can get any of those GoPro knockoffs. Using OBS and having your computer do all the heavy lifting, I mean, unless you have the coolest, highest functioning computer out there, bro, let the camera do the lifting. So this, I like this, but when I try to use the external mic option, it shuts me down. And for that reason, tomorrow, I'm going to buy a later model, a better one. Yeah, Osmo. Yeah, there's the GoPro knockoff brands. I might get a GoPro, I might get a knockoff brand. I don't really know, but I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna like sit on this decision for a few weeks and figure out which is the best of the best. No, I would be happy with this. And this is from like 2018. The only reason why I'm not happy with this is because I can't hook up that external mic, which is supposed to be able to be hooked up to this. Because even though this may be better audio quality, and it is, it's better audio quality than this fucking phone. I guarantee you, because I've made all my demos using this as video, and then the microphones as the audio track, and putting them together. And sometimes I've listened to the video track's audio before I mute it, and it's a room mic. It's not bad. I watched a lot of videos today, and a lot of the criticisms people had of the audio quality on this is that in loud places, like if you're in a shopping mall or something, all the background noise is right there with you. This isn't an isolated microphone. But yeah. So the good thing about using a cell phone is that you'll get new people joining the conversation, joining the stream. For whatever reason, the algorithms are like that. And if you use a webcam, whatever it may be, you are not prioritized in the YouTube system. But for me, I don't really care. I want to look and sound good and be able to do it live. That's my main objective. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a camera that does all the encoding in the camera, because I don't want to buy I'd buy a new computer, but I have just proven to myself that a camera like this from 10 years ago almost can do the job. And I have a computer from this year that's an HP laptop. Like, Nothing wrong with it. Why do I need to be buying a new computer? I can buy a $200 version of this, maybe the fucking Osmo knockoff of GoPro, and it'll do the job, right? So yeah, the Razer webcams, why they are within the gaming community, again, like this type of shit. Right? This Razer webcam. Yeah. The gamer guys and gals that are like 19 that have the fucking Razer webcams, yeah, their shit looks good. And it looks good in low light. Right? But the reason why it looks so good is because all their fucking heavy lifting is done by their gaming computers. Imagine that, right? So the gamers use the $100 cameras and they look pro because they have top of the line video cards, right? So if you buy one of the Razer cameras and you expect it to work like it does with them on your shitty, regular person computer, it ain't like that. All right, so I'm dropping truth on you right now. It's very valuable. So what do you got to say about it? I see a little activity in the chat. Come on. What up? It's Saturday night. What's up? I'm interested to see if this works. It does. I just don't want to give you piecemeal shit, man. Like, I can go live right now with the GoPro, but it's like, I don't want to be like, I'm going live. This is version A.1. And then I go live the next day. This is version A.2. And then gradually you see this change. No, dude, I want to allow you. This is what you're used to when you see me. I want to flip the switch and show you something different, and for you, the viewer, to see the difference. Also, something that happened today was I spent so much time figuring that out that I ran down the battery of the GoPro and it needs to charge up. Okay, you don't want to be trying to stream with the battery on like 10%, because the camera is doing the heavy lifting. All right. Now, Riley, this is something you'd like to hear, because you know the people involved. A-Tech, he was trying to get me to buy his setup, right? Where this thing from 10 years ago works just fine, which I've had sitting in a cabinet. Hasn't been used since like 2020. But I was about to drop some serious coin following the advice of A-Tech. What do you have to say about that? You don't like spending unnecessary money? Yeah, well, it brings me back to a lyric. Something about Luke walking in with a handful of advice He means well every time. Yeah, he means well. But yeah, these cameras that debuted 15 years ago, they do the lifting. You don't need to have the supercomputer, right? At the same time, you will see legacy, YDNA, A/B testing. You'll also see YDNA, Friedman, A/B testing. That's right. YDNA took my Dunlop Joe Bonamassa and injected YDNA within it. And you will hear the BAD versus the YDNA. That's right. Well, this is probably the last time you're going to see me on a cell phone like this. And good riddance, because I came into this whole thing saying no more cell phone videos. I was able to figure that out with my demos, because all my demos have a microphone to the cab. But my lives should be better also. You should see more of the room that I'm in. There should be better sound. There should be better video. Look, man, I'm an artist. I'm a guitar player. I'm always striving for something better. We got to do better. And, people say that I'm a bully. People say that I'm mean. But I'm trying to push this community into an evolution where quality gets better. All right. That's what it comes down to. All right. Next time you see me, there's going to be some qualitative differences. I'll just put it that way. All right. Peace, guys.